Hi, Mama T here, and I am concluding my segment on mushrooms with the king of all mushrooms, the diamond in the forest. That is chaga. Chaga is possibly one of the very first dietary supplements taken by humankind way back in the Stone Age. In fact, it was very popular in the Siberian mountains, and there's all of these rich, wonderful history about it being used like in old Asian culture. It was used to enhance energy and promote longevity and enhance your youth and boosting your immune system and all kinds of stuff like that. This very famous Asian monk, his name was Shen Nong. He actually wrote a whole book in the year 100 BCE, and he talked about this wonderful mushroom chaga. He called it a superior class herb because of its variety of health-enhancing benefits that it had. In fact, he literally wrote that it was a precious gift of nature and the king of all herbs. What I can tell you about chaga is it tastes terrible. Oh my goodness, this thing tastes so bad. You're gonna see it and it's like this really rich, dark color, and it's usually comes in like a powder that looks like deep, dark soil. So there's a few things about the color, but what I can tell you is please don't try to drink this as a tea or you're not gonna like me anymore. I suggest taking this in chocolate, heavily disguised in chocolate, okay, that's how bad this thing tastes, or having it as like a tincture or a capsule or just some way where you don't really have to taste it full on in all of its force, okay, unless you really like the taste of bad things. So that really rich, deep, dark color that I'm talking about with chaga, that is indicative of its antioxidants. Chaga actually has one of the highest ORAC values for antioxidants. In fact, it may be the highest of all of the superfoods that are out there. ORAC is how we measure the antioxidant value that exists within all of our foods. Knowing that it's so incredibly high in antioxidants tells you right there one of the main reasons why this is a cure-all for every single part of your body. Antioxidants help to reduce the oxidation that happens within your cells. Your cells oxidize all the time because of environmental pollutants, what we're inhaling, what we're eating, especially if you live in America, all of our food pretty much kills us. So when your cells oxidize, then they start to die and they literally degenerate, and that leads to degenerative diseases and it leads to everything going all funky in your whole system, including aging, unfortunately. So when you take something that's very high in antioxidants and it's protecting your cells from this wonderful, amazing process, what happens is it actually maintains and helps your entire system battle against what it is constantly being bombarded with. This works with every single thing that could possibly go wrong in your system. You name it, I bet you chaga's gonna be good for it. You're having eye issues, chaga's probably good for it. You're having toenail issues, chaga's probably good for it. Cholesterol, digestion, skin issues, all kinds of stuff like this, blah, 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 blah. I bet you chaga is going to be extremely good for it and somehow help your entire system maintain balance. Another reason why chaga, in my opinion, is like a cure-all is it helps with digestion. When your digestion is not working at its absolute optimal place, what happens is you do not assimilate all of the nutrients, all of the vitamins, all of the minerals that you really need in order for your body to function. And that in itself is going to lead to all kinds of problems in your body. So if you have something like chaga that is enhancing your digestion, you are thereby absorbing all of the nutrients that you need, so then your body is actually getting what it needs to where it needs to get to, and then you start functioning in a way happier, wonderful place. Chaga specifically in the digestive tract actually helps with hyperacidity, and it even kills the bacteria that causes ulcers. That's pretty cool. So where the list of what chaga can do will go on and on and on and on and on forever, I will tell you a little bit about what it can do specifically for your immune system, even though I basically just told you right there that because it helps with digestion and antioxidants, it's gonna help with everything. But it does specifically activate your immune system. It does specifically target lung issues, so any lung problem, which I've mentioned in so many of these episodes about what could possibly go wrong in your lungs, chaga is there for you. Again, how it works with cancer. I talk about cancer a lot with these mushrooms because one of the few alternative medicines that allopathic doctors study with regularity and actually use. So these are one of the few things that have been very used in integrative medicine when you're working and battling against cancer. There's actually quite a bit of research done there. So the beta-glucans, which again are a constituent that exists within all mushrooms, but the specific beta-glucans in chaga work very, very well against cancer. They actually activate the immune cells that target cancer, and they selectively kill off the cancer cells. Not just cancer cells, okay? So this thing's gonna target any sort of bacteria or unwanted virus or unwanted blah blah that could be happening within your body. You may notice that a lot of these mushrooms have so much in common, and that is why, again, I highly suggest that you use them as a unit. Mushrooms are best friends. They work better as a network. They like to work as a community. So you put them together, you work them into your system. That is the way to do it. Not only will you start reaping the benefits and start feeling way better, I myself still often do the mushroom all hail, because thank you so much for rebuilding and fixing my terrible immune system that I used to have. And thank you so much for giving my son a beautiful immune system, because I took mushrooms the whole time I was pregnant. I love them, and they get my A+. So for you, I would love for you to try a blend of mushrooms. And if you're like me, you might blend it with some of these amazing other herbs that I have mentioned, and see what happens. Watch how your body changes. Not only you, you might be the healthiest person on the block, and then all of your neighbors are gonna start asking you, what do you do? And you can share the knowledge with them, and then your whole community can be healthier, which is really what mushrooms do anyways. They like to bring a community together and make everything within their fairy ring and in their little forest, which could be your neighborhood, as healthy and wonderful as possible in better communication. So let's save ourselves and let's save our communities. Stay happy and stay healthy.